I'm Zack Lee, Vice President of Telin, 3CX Solutions Provider and Distributor. I got Don here, one of Telin's great partners. Don, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about your company.
Sure. Don Rhodes, as you mentioned, been a small business owner since November of 2016. I was fortunate to acquire a company that was founded in 1988 doing phone systems already. I found out that the previous owner had lost some business because he wasn't making that jump into the VoIP space. And I saw that that was an emerging market that I really wanted to capture. There's a lot of different products out there, and I wasn't really sure which one to go in. I heard a lot of different names out there. They name drop Ring Central and all these other ones that I just felt like they're cookie cutter. I wanted to have that experience of being able to put my touch on it, be able to customize it in a way that suits the customer's needs, and trying to find that right fit. It took a while, but Telephonics not only does the phone systems, but we also do network data cabling. We do fiber optic, and all of those are added features that we can provide to our customers. And it's been a whirlwind of information in 6 years, and so it's been a fun journey so far.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, realistically, what do you find are the biggest differentiators in the market for you? I mean, you're already leveraging that space and moving into VoIP from those traditional phone lines. What are you doing to differentiate yourself in the market?
I'd like to take the personal approach. I've been finding out that some of these other providers are simply drop shipping phones. They're not asking them, like, how do you want your calls routed? They're not holding their hand. They're not deploying phones. They're not installing the phones. They're just mailing them and leaving it up to them to connect their phones. I don't understand. I mean, for me, I want to go out and I want to take the phone and plug it in and see that it connects to the phone system. I want to see they understand, pick up, hit speaker, place a call, how to use the park button, how to transfer a call, how to set up their voicemail, and give them that personal touch experience that it seems like some of the bigger, I guess you can call them big box providers are not doing. And they're leaving them out high and dry. Here's your phones, good luck. And I want to be able to show that they can how to use all the products.
No, that makes total sense. It sounds like you really care about your customers.
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, transitioning a little bit over to us, when did you start your partnership with Telin, and what made you want to start a partnership with Telin?
Telin was, I'll be honest, never heard of Telin. I came across a gentleman who mentioned Telin and had a couple of conversations. I believe one of my first conversations was with you.
Yeah.
And I remember, kind of being young and naive in the industry. I kind of like the approach that you have. You're, a family-owned business. And I can tell you're passionate about, your customers, your partners. And I feel like I'm a small guy getting into this. We can grow together. And so being able to navigate that, an unknown, and you guys have been there before, it was almost a natural fit.
Well, I'm sure you've heard me say it 1,000 times, but one of our slogans is "Your success is our success." That's why we created the Partner Success Program. It's for partners like yourself that we appreciate very much. What would you say the biggest challenges you faced prior to meeting Telin that we were able to resolve for you?
I think really understanding the product and being able to approach a customer. There are other folks out there that that are 3CX licensed sellers or resellers, but being able to, they have such a wide range, or they have a wide array of different products. And so I look at that, I get overwhelmed where you guys are kind of laser focused on a specific thing, and being able to help me specifically. I work with Kyle, and I had a local municipality. We had lost it. They were the phone. Telephonics had them as a phone customer and lost them to the Cisco VoIP system, or IP phones. And I found out that they were coming up looking for a new phone system. Didn't really understand the full aspect of 3CX and what it had to offer. Kyle took time to demo that product to my customer, sat in there, answered all the questions, prepped me, showed me what I needed to know, helped me with the installation. Tech support's been great. I've worked with James and Chris, and anytime I have a question, they're always, able to, spearhead and address those problems head on and be able to help me overcome those obstacles and in doing so, it's allowing me to learn where I don't have to lean on you guys as much. I want to be able to work on it and not feel like that burden. Hey, I need help every time, like, and Chris has taken a lot of time to show me how to do stuff that I draw on that today. So it's a great partnership.
I couldn't appreciate you saying that more. I mean, we definitely try to leverage that in our differentiators. Is I like to say the train the trainer mentality. We're not a break fix support company.
Right.
If you have a problem, we're gonna hop on a web meeting with you, go through diagnosing that issue. Here's how we found the issue. Here's how we're gonna solve that issue, so that it makes partners like yourself more knowledgeable, more speedy with it in the future when you're talking to your customers. What would you say the biggest thing that surprised you or made you happy about the partnership once you did get on board with us and you've had some customers now? What was the biggest thing that surprised you or made you happy about it?
Developing those relationships. I've gotten to know Hazen. I didn't know he was on the ski team. I heard today that you guys are on the national ski team. I thought, wow, that's pretty awesome. And I've really developed a friendship now. Kyle and I know a lot about each other personally, so it's not just, hey, can you fix this? Thank you, bye. It's more of a personal, like, hey, I know he's got a 1-year-old coming up, and so you get to know as people, and it's relationship building, and it's not just about the business and making money. It's about getting to know each other and helping us succeed and get to that finish line or keep going. So that was a surprise because I've dealt with other partners before, and you don't get to know them on that personal level, and I think that's where you guys have differentiated some of the bigger shops. You don't ever get, and it's not the same person. It's always, not always, but a lot of times it could be a different person, and you never really get to know that person.
Yeah.
I know what makes Kyle tick, and he knows what, vice versa. So it's a good relationship.
No, I really, really enjoy hearing that. I think that's something that I've always believed is we're a relationship first company. We've taken that mentality from when we used to be a 3CX partner, and I think that's what a lot of partners like yourself have been able to leverage. And we've been through the experiences that you have, and now being channel focused, and there's no competition with us only working with 3CX partners on the wholesale level now. We're able to go through that and say, hey, we were banging our heads against the wall. We've done this before. Let's save you some time. I don't want you to have to experience that. But the relationship first is definitely something I've always believed in. Yeah. Having great partners like yourself makes us so passionate to come into work every single day.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I've enjoyed it. And so, I mean, it's only the beginning, in my opinion. I got a chance to meet Spencer and sit and talk with him. And, I think you guys are on the cutting edge, and talking to Josh, he was saying all these things that they want to improve. You're not content or getting complacent. Hey, we're there, we can kick back. It's about what can we overcome next, because there's somebody out there that's young and eager, and they're trying to get in the market. You got to keep 1-2 steps ahead, and I see that. I've learned that this weekend. So.
Absolutely. So what would you say the next steps are for our relationship?
I don't know. I guess that's a good question I hadn't thought about, but I would see on, I guess, how can I grow my business, which in turn, would ultimately allow you guys to succeed as well. What can I do? What have I done that maybe needs improvement, or where have I excelled? And maybe I could help out a newer partner, because I look at it like there's enough business to go around. I'm not going to just try to be greedy and say, this is all mine. If I can help another partner out, maybe, even on the phone, with somebody that's new, or if you guys say, hey, Don, why don't you talk to one of these new partners? They're not sure, I think that's something that I could offer if that's worthwhile. But, something to help us both be able to succeed is I think, the end goal. So.
And we'll never take that relationship for granted. We really appreciate that. And that means a lot to us. And you've been a great partner for a long time, for many more years to come.
I look forward to it.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Don.
Thanks.